Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Anthony Sceam, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video that I've wanted to make for a while. We're going to be going over my studio equipment and my studio, and we're going to be talking a bit about the misconception that you have to have a bunch of money to set up a professional studio. It's also going to give you guys an insight on the equipment that I like to use and my opinions on other types of equipment. So first off, I want to talk about the equipment I use, which I feel like is the most important part and the biggest point of this video. This equipment is bare minimum, and I'm able to produce all the music that you hear and do all of the engineering that I do and all of that with just this equipment. So the most important part, in my opinion, is going to be the monitors. Here are my JBL LSR 305 monitors. They're super cost effective and they are fucking amazing in my opinion. They are flat where you want them to be, but have the range where you want them to have it. And for me, they work great. Next, after these monitors, I think you can get these for like $150 a piece, if not less, if you look in the right places. So for both, I think it is under $300 for high quality professional level studio monitors. Which once again, it's about finding the right gear and not having to spend a bunch of money. So next, let's talk about the audio interface. This is the Focusrite Ruby Scarlett Solo. This is what my monitors are routed into, as you can see back here. Then this goes in USB into your desktop computer. Now, what I also use this for is recording. You have an XLR input here, as well as a 1/4 inch input here for if you ever want to record a guitar or anything else that might be 1/4 inch. Then you also have your 1/4 inch output here for if you ever want to work on studio headphones, which I always reference on. So next, let's talk about the keyboard that I use. This is an Alesis V49. I think it's like 120 total. Oh, also this guy right here is about $100. So I think it's actually less than $100. So this is an Alesis V49 keyboard. 49 keys, works great for anything that I want to do. It also has a beat pad. It's not plugged in right now. My cord's upstairs, but also has a beat pad. It has a pitch changer and a bunch of MIDI mappable buttons and macros. It has an octave up and down. So say you're playing up here and you want to just put in an octave down for that certain sound, push that octave down button and you're an octave lower. And then all of these are mappable in Ableton or FL Studio, whatever you may use. And it's super cost effective and affordable. I write all of my melodies and chords and keys on this right here. Whenever I'm writing a bass line, this is what I write it on. I very rarely use a mouse and keyboard to write any kinds of chords or melodies or whatever it may be. I always use this thing. So far for the monitors, keyboard, and audio interface, we're under, let's see, we're under $600. So it's $500 just for my monitors and my keyboard. Let's talk about these next. Personally, I love producing on dual monitors. I think it is really, really important for my workflow, but you get it done just as easily with one monitor as you can with two. Here's a cool little tip about these monitors. I found these monitors at a Goodwill for like $30. They were super cheap. They're not shitty monitors. I'm pretty sure they're 1080p each. If not, they're like 1600 by 900, which is still super solid. They look good. They don't look bad. And once again, I probably spent under, 60 or $70 for both of these dual monitors here. So right now, I mean, when people talk professional studio, I feel like people put these unrealistic expectations about, thousands and thousands of dollars, but we're still under $600 or $700 for everything that you see here. Now, the most important part is probably gonna be the desktop computer. Down here I have my custom built old gaming rig that I've converted into my studio computer. Also, my cable management sucks in my studio. In my office, it's great, but not fucking here. And this right here, it's not a great computer. You could probably build this whole computer right now for about $600. But here's the thing, if you're into music production and you're watching this video trying to set up a computer, you probably already have a computer. And maybe you have a laptop, which can work just as well. If I had a laptop with this setup, I could easily plug my audio interface to my laptop, plug my keyboard into my laptop, and plug these two monitors into my laptop and just set my laptop here. Or maybe use my laptop as one monitor and use this as a second monitor. So we're still under the $600 or $700 range. If you don't have a computer if you don't have a computer capable of music production, then start there and then work up to this. But we're still way under $1,000, and we have a professional, well put together setup that you're gonna be able to make good music on, reference well with your speakers, and maybe if you have some headphones, and it's gonna sound good. You're gonna be able to compete with high quality monitors and professional producers with this setup here. So next up, I want to talk about this stuff here. This stuff right here, I probably got all of this sound treatment that you see here for I'm pretty sure it was less than like 20 or 30 bucks. On Amazon, these things are super duper cheap, okay? And all these are doing, this isn't soundproofing, and this isn't really high quality sound treatment, but it is sound treatment at the end of the day, and it reduces the echo in this room a lot. I have some traps behind my monitors here that kind of, help with the reverberation there. I have some little side traps up there. Once again, this isn't anywhere close to professional sound treatment or soundproofing, but what it's gonna do is it's gonna make your room sound a lot better as far as reverberation goes, and it's gonna help a lot in an empty studio room like this. Once again, super cheap, 20 or 30 bucks. Now let's talk about the aesthetics a little bit. As you guys can see, I have these red LEDs behind my monitor here, or behind my desk here, that kind of illuminate behind it. You can't really see it great in this lighting. Usually I have these lights about here when I'm producing, and you can really see it here. And it just kind of adds an aesthetic that I like. And for me, aesthetics are really important in a place where I'm trying to be creative. Now, which kind of brings me to the desk, because I also used to have LEDs up under here, but I just recently moved into the new house and they broke in the move, so I gotta get new ones. But those LEDs are pretty cheap. Let's talk about this desk. These two desks you see here are about 6-foot desks, I believe. I got them both at IKEA. They were 60 bucks each. So they look good, they look sleek, they're minimal, they fit the vibe of the studio, and for both of these desks, for about 120 bucks. So now we're up to around 750 or 800 maybe, but we're still well under $1,000, and we have a well put together studio room. Oh, one extra little thing, whenever I'm recording, whether it be a rapper or I'm recording vocals myself or some of my vocalist friends, I always bring down a mic in here with a boom. You can actually see the boom right there. And I just use a condenser mic that I found on Amazon for like 20 bucks. I think it was called like a toner or something. And I plugged it into my audio interface with an XLR. And let me tell you, it was honestly such surprising high quality. So if you guys have an interface and you want a mic, look it up. It's like a toner condenser microphone on Amazon. I swear it's like 20 or 30 bucks. And I plugged it into the interface using the XLR, and the quality was like flawless. So, once again, you can get great results using cost-effective products if you know what you're doing in the programs that you're using. Okay, I recorded this outro yesterday and I didn't like it, so I'm re-recording it. So now I want to talk about why none of this really matters. The big point of this video was to show you guys that you don't need a ton of money to build a professional studio. I was always led to believe in my early days that, it would take thousands and thousands of dollars to buy good monitors and a good keyboard and a good interface and everything that I needed to be a good producer, but at the end of the day, it comes down to it's not about how much money you put into it. If you want to build a good studio like this, it can be done for cheap. It doesn't take much money. And of course, you could go the alternate route and have it be a ton of money. But the big point is that you can produce high quality music with the most minimal setup ever. I know tons of very big internationally touring artists that produce just on their headphones with a laptop. It's all about your workflow, what makes you comfortable, and what you're able to do within the program itself, and your ideas and your creativity and everything that you throw into it. It can be done with a high quality pair of studio headphones that you cost 150 bucks, and just a single laptop with a bunch of VSTs and programs and patches and whatever you have. So just remember, whether you have a big studio or not, you don't need it to be a good producer. You don't need it to make quality music. You can do it with just a laptop and headphones if you're using the right programs and the right DAW and VSTs. So this is really catered to anybody that might be looking to build a studio of their own and not be trying to break the bank. And what's a big thing too is you can start small and continue building and building and building. I didn't have this exact setup when I started, and I've kind of grown on it, but honestly, I'm kind of somebody who likes minimal things as far as what I need, and this is really all I need for now. So I might throw a sub in later, or might throw an analog synth in later, who knows? But for now, this is what I need, and this is what I'm able to make my music on, and that's what it's about finding. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, any questions about this video, any questions about the setup, leave them in the comments below. Also, I've linked every single piece of equipment that I've bought on Amazon down below. So if you want to buy any of it, use that. It supports the channel, and I appreciate it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all in a week. Peace.